What's going on, y'all? Still almost the same situation that we was going through the last time. I don't know. It looks like it may rain. What y'all think? Maybe? Perhaps? Possibly? I feel like it might rain. But I just want to start this thing off by saying thank you. Thank you guys so much for helping me get to this point, man. 17,000 subscribers in only a few months. Only a few months we're at 17,000 subscribers. And this channel has over 8 million views, again, in a very, very short amount of time. Thank you guys, man. Very much appreciated. Still have to continue to stress how, it's not about the numbers. It is not about the numbers, man. It hasn't been about the numbers, but I do want to make sure I express and tell you guys thank you to everybody that, that helps push this channel to more and more eyeballs. More and more people are seeing this channel because of you guys. Because you hit the subscribe button, because you clicked that video and watched it and liked and commented and all the great things, man. There's been a few people that's been up under the line. Like, I don't know why YouTube recommended this channel to me, but I'm gonna sub. And again, that has everything to do with you guys, man, helping push this content. So, very much appreciated, man. Thank you guys so much. 17,000. I already know we're gonna probably reach maybe 100,000 before the middle of next year. I'm pretty certain that we are. As quickly as we're climbing, I'm pretty certain we are. I mean, let me wind these windows up because we're gonna do story time today. All right, wind these windows on and cut the AC on. Come on, man. I'm taking this thing back to Tesla because my windows be acting funny. Like they don't want to wind up sometimes. Like, nah, brother. I want your hair to be blowing in the wind and whatnot. But yo, again, man, one more time, thank you guys so much for helping this channel get to 17,000 subscribers, over 8 million views. If you can, y'all go scroll over to GQ Real Estate, all right? That's my real estate channel, guys. We're trying to get that thing up and running. We're trying to get it to 1,000 subscribers. It's at like 700 and something right now. So if you guys can roll on over there and help out that channel, I would very much appreciate that as well, man. We have another channel that's at what is it, the Katie and JoJo show. That thing is at like 9,000, almost 9,000 subscribers. The Truth Podcast is at like 2,000. All the channels are doing really, really well. So again, thank you guys so much. So this particular video, this particular story time actually took place before I got to where I am. All right, and I'm actually going to do a really big deep dive into the different reasons why. But I moved from Rock Hill, South Carolina. I moved around a few different places. I moved to Columbia for a short while. I went to college and, wasn't really feeling college like that, man. So I ended up leaving college and I moved back to South Carolina for a short time. Ended up moving to Louisiana for a very, very short period of time. And then I moved to Charlotte. I believe I moved to Charlotte like shortly after that. After I moved back to Rock Hill for a little bit, man. Moved up here to Charlotte. So the reason why I moved to Charlotte and I stayed in Charlotte is because I wanted somewhat of a fresh start. All right, so back in Rock Hill, South Carolina, I was not known for great things. I mean, other than football. Like, I played football in Rock Hill, and there was a decent group of people that knew me for football, but even those people still kind of looked at me, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I didn't have a good background, a good history in Rock Hill. Was known for fighting. Was known for, you know, getting into trouble all the time, going back and forth to jail, juvie, prison farm, the whole nine, man. Family, friends alike, everybody knew me as that guy. Wrong to him, he's gonna automatically start a fight. He's gonna throw the first punch. I can promise you, 10 times out of 10, if he feels like you're being disrespectful towards him, he's gonna throw the first punch. That's it. That's key. That was my nickname in South Carolina, Rock Hill, South Carolina. That's key, man. That's just how he is. Piss him off, friend, family, stranger. He don't care who you are. It doesn't matter. He's gonna fight you. That's all it was, man. And I'm just like, yo, bro. I mean, the question was that respect or was that fear for most people? Do you think most people feared you, or do you think most people respected you? To be honest with you, I didn't care. At the time, I just didn't want anybody to say anything to me. Just leave me alone. Let me be. Let me be by myself, be the loner or whatever. Sit over in my corner, chill. You know, just get by in school. After school, let me just play football, and nothing else needs to be said to me. Like, I'm gonna chill with my boys. We're gonna have a good time or whatever at lunch, in class. If I don't know you, I don't talk to you. If you don't know me, don't talk to me. If you're not on a football team, don't say 2 words to me. And even though I did have 2 girlfriends in high school, I had one in the 10th grade. I'll say maybe the 10th grade. Was it the 10th grade? 10th grade going into the 11th, maybe. It was one year when I was away. So let's just say my 12th grade year. All right, so maybe my high school girlfriend was mostly my 10th grade year, and then I think mostly my 10th grade year. Then I dealt with my high school sweetheart or whatever, and that was my 12th grade girlfriend. Extremely silly, goofy. Had a good time always, man, or whatever, but still looked at as that type of guy. Like, could not shake it no matter what. Even though my girlfriend she won class clown of the year or something like that. Like, she was just goofy, funny, like all of those good things, man. And I remember a time, right, because she used to pick me up from school. She used to pick me up from school. Well, after football practice, she would pick me up from basketball practice sometimes. Yes, I played church league basketball. She would pick me up from track practice sometimes. I think she did do track. So I would ride home with her after track practice. She would pick me up, take me to and from work sometimes, man. So we were together like 24/7. So I remember one time after a football game, she was in the car, and keep in mind, like, she knew that I had a very, very bad temper, but she never really seen it in action. For the most part, like, women at school, you couldn't get 2 words out of me, especially when I was in a doggone relationship. You could not get 2 words out of me. It was a few young ladies, and I don't know if I'm not gonna say I apologize, because they was, never mind, we're not gonna get into that, because they probably watch these videos. But listen, man, I got a girl. Ain't no reason for us to talk. There's no reason for me to say hey. There's no reason for me to say bye. And even my homeboy, my best friend at the time, man, my boy Daryl, I was like, damn, man, you ain't gotta be that mean to her. It was a young lady that was in our class, and I believe she was, you know, quite fond of me or whatnot. She actually got my number on one of her hoodies at the time, which I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I'm not your girl. Like, don't be. I mean, I'm not your girl. I'm not your man. You're not my girl. Don't be putting my number on no hoodie, bro. I don't want nobody getting the wrong idea, thinking that I'm out here, man, because there was a lot of that stuff going on in the school, man, with, you know, guys sleeping around with other women while they're in a relationship, man. I'm like, yo, I don't rock like that. But anywho, like, I don't know why. Just at the time, I couldn't stand her. I couldn't stand anybody. Other than my girlfriend, of course, my family or whatever. And I was cool with the guys that was on the football team, so I would chop it over them sometimes. But anybody can get it. You say anything to me, you can get them hands, dog, for real. So anyway, we were coming home from a football game, and after every single last football game, I will always, you have to feed me. All right, you ever seen a commercial? Snickers. He's not the same when he hasn't ate. Like, you need to grab a Snicker, bro, when you're hungry. Like, you turn into a completely different person. So, after the football game, we had to take one of her friends home. Shout out to our dog Pep, man. I had to take Peppermint home. And I'm hungry. But I'm just like, no, man, go ahead and take her home. I'll sit in the back. I'm pissed off. Even though we won, like, every single freaking game. But after the fact, don't say nothing to KD. If he haven't had anything to eat, just leave him be. So I'm sitting in the back, and we're on the way, and she stays way across town. I'm talking about like 20, 30 minutes, bro. And again, I'm starving. Stomach is weak, so I'm already on edge, kind of pissed off or whatever. So she's driving, you know what I mean? We're in a PT Cruiser, and we get behind like a fast, it's supposed to be like a fast car, like a Lexus, right? So we driving, and dude, get from behind me. We drive, and she starts going slow. I mean, like, slow down big time. Just like, yo, what's going on? I kind of peek my head around, like what's going on? Why are you going so slow? Like, you already know I'm hungry, bro. Like, what's up? So she's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, this car is going slow or whatever. Like, the car doing like 20-something miles per hour in like a 30, 45 or something like that. So I'm just like, yo, man, like, I'm getting pissed off. I'm trying to figure out, like, do I yell out the window or whatever? So I wind my window down or whatever. She had a child lock on or something. So she had a child lock and something else on. I was like, hey, can you wind my window down? So she wound my window down. And I said some stuff out the window, like, hey, man, speed up. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, okay. So instead of the dude speeding up, he slows down. We were at 25 miles per hour. He done slowed down to like 10. Boy, I'm boiling. I'm talking about hot. Oh, you think I'm playing? You think I'm okay? Wait till we all gonna stop this car. Wait till this car stop. Pissed off. This young and dumb on one of the best football teams in Rock Hill, undefeated at the time, and you trying to fight because somebody. Anyway, we get to a four-way stop or whatever. The light is red. So she pulls up, because we're going straight. The other car pulls over, like maybe three lanes or something like that, over there in the turning lane. It might be two. I might be exaggerating. I don't know. It's been a while. So they pull over to the turning lane, and I'm trying to get out, but the child lock is on. And I'm like, yo, what the frick is going on? She was like, oh yeah, the child lock on, or something that door don't work. I don't know. So I'm furious at this time. I unlock it myself and unlock it from the outside, because remember, my window is down. And I get out the car, she's like, where you going? Like, what are you doing? Again, she's never seen me act like this. But at this point, I'm pissed off, I'm on 10, and I'm starving. So somebody got to feel this doggone pain, man. So I get out the car, and I roll up to a white, I want to say it was like a white Lexus or something. And I go to the passenger side, and it's like, it's a woman in the car. I'm like, oh, I ain't got no beef with no women. I didn't come to fight. No, I thought this was, some guys in here up here playing. So it's a group of beautiful women in there. It's a chick in the front, grown women. It was a white lady, and it was two, nice looking women in the back as well. And I'm just like, oh man, this ain't nothing but women. Man, let me get back in the car. I ain't got time for this. So a guy gets out. A white male gets out of the car, and he has a Confederate flag bandana on his head. He has a Confederate flag bandana on his head. I'm just like, okay, all right. So he comes around the corner, and he gets in a fight stance. I'm just like, oh, okay, let's get it then. So we're standing at a good lit distance to where, my hands couldn't reach his face, his hands couldn't reach my face. So this dude kicks me. He kicks me like the side. I'm just like, what? And my ex-girlfriend, she still repeats this. Her and her mom repeats this to this day. I said, ain't gonna be none of that kicking. Hey. Said, ain't gonna be none of that kicking ish. So I flood the dude with so many punches to his doggone face, man. So quick. Again, she's never seen like this. On 10, the guy drops to the floor. He's on the doggone ground, so I'm kicking him. Guys leaking, bleeding, all this other stuff. You got people in the back. I want to say it sounded like some black people. All right? And it sounded like some black, yeah, get him, beat his tail. I'm just like, yo, bro. And then it dawns on me. If you get caught, you going to get kicked off the football team, idiot. So I'm just like, oh, crap. So light turns green. I run and jump in the car, and she pulls off. All right? He his car, pulls off, make you in a car with a group of beautiful women. One of them got to be your girlfriend or something like that. And again, I do not condone this type of behavior any type of way now. But anyway, so he pulls off, scurs off, and I noticed something. I'm just like, yo, I knocked that freaking bandana off of his head, that little Confederate flag that he was wearing. I knocked that thing off his head. I was like, stop the car. I'm about to go back and get it. So she stopped the car, like she hadn't crossed the street at this time or whatever. She stopped the car, and I got out, let myself out again, got out, ran back across the street where the light was red, with and I picked up the bandana and put it in my pocket. Took off, ran behind her, and Peppermint is just like, what the hell just happened? Like, what's going on? And keep in mind, Peppermint is she is a Caucasian female, but you know, her and Destiny was they were like two peas in a pot, man. And Peppermint was like one of the coolest people you'll ever meet in your life, one of the coolest women you would ever meet in your life. It made perfect sense why that was her best friend. Both of them was just, man, I don't know. It was like they were sisters. They had to be sisters in another life. So I don't know, man. But anyway, so this idiot, after, you know what I mean, I got back in the car and was just chill or whatever. You know, after I had done, you know, beat the guy up, snatched the bandana or whatever, I'm just sitting in the car just chilling. And it's like, yo, what the freak just happened? This dude just jumped out of the car, beat a guy up. I'm talking about guys leaking every freaking where. And he just got back in the car, didn't say two doggone words. Like, bro, I'm hungry. Like, go ahead and drop her off so we can go to my favorite place is McDonald's. Go ahead and drop her off so we can go to McDonald's. I'm hungry, bro. I'm starving. Like, even more now. I mean, I feel a little bit better because I feel like, you know, somebody kind of feels my pain right now. Like, that's how when I'm hungry, my stomach is beating me up. That's what I feel like. Hold on, y'all. Let me, I'm gonna, do this little check-in thing real quick, and then we'll get back to the story. But yeah, man, this happened when I was in high school a long time ago, and I'm pretty sure the guy is okay now. It was just a butt whooping that he received from a teenager that was in high school, and it all stemmed from him being a dick. All right, hold on. The story, man. My bad. It all started with him, and you know, like I said, man, when you doing the most, man, just understand that there are people out there that can doing all of that, man. Like, come on, bro. Come on. Do I think that, you know, I should have handled a situation like that? No. Anyway, so I end up putting the bandana on, because we'll get to that in just a second. I end up not putting the bandana on my head because, you know, it probably had all kind of, I don't know, some on that. I end up wearing a bandana around my my little belt. I tied the bandana. What's going on? Hold on. All right. Yeah. And I knew her mom knew. And even to this day, that's all, man, listen. Every freaking time, dog, I get around them, that's all you hear. Ain't gonna be none of that. Kick it. Okay. All right. Hey. I used to say that. I used to say, "Hey, all right," and all the other stuff on the football field. I don't think I said that while I was fighting. I really don't. While I was, you know, attacking a guy or whatnot, man. But let the story show that He threw a punch or a kick first to jump it off. Most of the another mother phone, man. Good grief, bro. Jeez. Hamburger. Can't make this stuff up, people. Can't make it up. But yeah, man. Had to move and get away from Rock Hill for a while, and hopefully, kind of like almost like I guess start anew. So every time somebody looked at me, or every time somebody was around me, and again, I understand why they looked at me like that, because I created that. I controlled that doggone narrative, because for the most part it was true. You know what I mean? You say anything disrespectful, if I feel like you disrespected me, then the quickest way to solve this problem is to put my hands on you, whatever. When it comes to men, you know what I mean? Or just ignore you if you were a woman, you know. And it actually stemmed from some other issues that I had going on, which I'm gonna do a deep dive into this very subject later on, because I plan on doing my own documentary and all this other stuff. But yeah, man, it was all bad. It was all bad. Every time somebody was seeing me, every time somebody was around me, it was like almost like a little dark cloud, man. Like Katie always want to fight. You know what I mean? He always want to put his hands on somebody. If we don't see eye to eye, the only solution is to fight. There's no other solution. Like, we're not about to sit here and talk it out. I used to look at that as that's weak. Then I grew older. I got older, man, and I started looking at things in a different type of light, man. And actually glad that I did. Again, that move that I made, moving to Charlotte at the time, moving up to Charlotte was a really, really good move, and I'm glad that I stuck it out and went through some of the hardships that I put myself through. But it was definitely worth it, man. It was definitely worth it, because this journey that I'm taking right now, it's a beautiful one, absolutely beautiful one, man. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. And like I said, man, we all go through our go-through. But as long as you stay positive and keep that mindset that it will get better, it's going to get better, it is getting better. And I promise you, man, nothing in this doggone world can stop you from achieving that if you honestly keep that type of mindset, all right? But yeah, man, Katie moved away from Rock Hill, South Carolina to get away from the negative narrative that he caused, all right? But now things are getting better, man. We are starting to be a light to the darkness, starting to help a lot of people that are struggling with a lot of different things, man, and I am definitely proud of that. While I'm working on myself, I'm not perfect in any type of way. I still have my flaws. I still have things that I struggle with on a day-to-day basis. I don't want anybody looking at me and thinking that, yo, this guy's not human, this guy doesn't still make mistakes. I still do each and every day, but I am trying to work on those things, all right? And you can. Everyone can, man. Everyone can be that light at the end of the doggone tunnel, all right? It's in all of us. You just got to keep working at it. It's not easy. Understand that. But again, thank you guys so much for the 17,000 subscribers, the 8 million views on this YouTube channel. And if you are subscribed to any of the other ones, from the very first page that I started to, what was the last? I forgot what the last channel I started. But again, thank you guys so much, man. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.